Next up, the USA One Dime from 1969, a coin that holds its own as a piece of everyday history from a pivotal era in the United States. The late 1960s were a time of immense social change, technological advances, and historical milestones, and the 1969 dime is a small but significant memento from that time. On the obverse, the 1969 dime continues to feature the profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. His legacy, particularly in founding the March of Dimes to combat polio, made him the natural choice for this design. The engraving by John R. Sinek remains timeless, with the inscriptions "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the year 1969 encircling the image. Look closely and you'll spot Sinek's initials, JS, at the base of Roosevelt's neck, a subtle tribute to the designer. On the reverse, the familiar symbolism shines through. The torch of liberty, flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, represents freedom, peace, and strength, qualities that embody the spirit of America. Encircling this design are the words United States of America and One Dime, along with the Latin motto A Pluribus Unum, out of many one. These elements have remained unchanged since their introduction, symbolizing the enduring values of the nation. Now, let's explore the technical details of the 1969 dime. This coin was produced in two primary mints, the Philadelphia Mint, which struck coins without a mint mark, and the Denver Mint, where coins were marked with a small D above the date. The 1969 dimes are composed of a clad metal composition, featuring a copper core sandwiched between layers of copper-nickel alloy. This was a departure from the pre-1965 90% silver dimes and was designed to make the coins more cost-effective. The dime has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters, a thickness of 1.35 millimeters, and a weight of 2.27 grams, with a reeded edge that adds a touch of security. As for the mintage numbers, the production figures for 1969 are significant. Approximately 145 million coins were struck in Philadelphia, while the Denver Mint produced an even larger number of over 563 million coins. While these numbers make the coin common in circulation, collectors are often drawn to coins in mint state condition. A 1969 dime graded MS-65 or higher by a professional grading service can fetch between $3,000 and $10,000 USD, depending on its quality and luster. Coins with exceptional toning or rare errors, such as off-center strikes, doubled dies, or die cracks, can command premiums ranging from $8,000 to several $100s, depending on the rarity and demand for the error. One particularly sought-after variety from this year is the No-S proof dime minted in San Francisco. While the San Francisco Mint produced proof dimes for collectors, a small number were mistakenly struck without the S mint mark. These coins are extremely rare and valuable, often selling for over $20,000 US at auction, making them a prized addition to any collection. The 1969 USA One Dime isn't just a piece of currency, it's a snapshot of America during a transformative decade. Whether you're a casual collector or a numismatic enthusiast, this coin holds historical and collectible value. Its enduring design, the possibility of discovering rare varieties, and its connection to a dynamic era make it an intriguing piece for anyone with an appreciation for history and coinage. Hello, coin enthusiasts and history buffs. Today, let's journey back to 1968 and explore the fascinating story behind the USA One Dime minted that year. This coin is not just a piece of pocket change, it's a small but mighty relic from a transformative era in American history. Whether you're a collector, a history lover, or simply curious about its value, the 1968 dime has plenty of stories to tell. The obverse of the 1968 dime features the iconic profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek. Roosevelt's image was first introduced on the dime in 1946 to honor his legacy. particularly his role in founding the March of Dimes campaign to fight polio. Surrounding his profile, you'll find the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the year 1968. Beneath Roosevelt's neck, Sinek's initials, JS, are subtly engraved, a hallmark of this enduring design. Turning to the reverse, the design is equally symbolic. It features a torch at the center, flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right. The torch represents liberty, the olive branch symbolizes peace, and the oak branch signifies strength and independence. Encircling this trio are the inscriptions United States of America and One Dime, along with the national motto, E pluribus unum, out of many, one. This design has remained unchanged since its debut, reflecting the timeless ideals of the nation. Now, let's dive into the technical details of the 1968 dime. These coins were struck in two locations, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint, with Denver coins featuring a small D Mint mark on the obverse, just above the date. Philadelphia minted dimes for this year do not carry a mint mark. The coin is composed of a clad composition, with a copper core sandwiched between layers of copper-nickel alloy, introduced in 1965 to replace the earlier 90% silver composition. It has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters, a thickness of 1.35 millimeters, and a weight of 2.27 grams, with a reeded edge that adds to its security features. As for the mintage numbers, the 1968 dime had significant production runs, with approximately 424 million coins struck in Philadelphia and 480 million in Denver. This makes the coin relatively common in circulation, and most examples are worth their face value of 10 cents USD. However, collectors prize coins in mint state condition or those with unique varieties. A 1968 dime graded MS65 or higher by a professional grading service can fetch between $2,500 and $5,500 USD, depending on its luster and strike quality. Additionally, any rare errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks, can command significantly higher premiums, often ranging from $2,000 to $5,000 USD or more, depending on the error's rarity and appeal. One particularly interesting variety from 1968 is the no-S proof dime. In this rare instance, a small number of proof dimes minted in San Francisco were accidentally struck without the S mint mark. These coins are highly sought after by collectors and can command prices well over $20,000 US, making them one of the most coveted varieties from this era. The 1968 USA One Dime serves as a window into the late 1960s, a time of social, cultural, and political change in the United States. Its enduring design, coupled with its historical significance and occasional valuable errors, makes it a beloved piece for collectors and numismatists. Whether you have one in your collection or stumble upon it in your pocket change, the 1968 dime is a testament to the enduring power of American coinage. The dime from that year stands out not for its rarity, but for its connection to a unique period in U.S. minting history. First, let's examine the obverse, which features the iconic profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by the talented sculptor John R. Sinek. This enduring image of the 32nd president was introduced in 1946 to commemorate his efforts in founding the March of Dimes, a campaign to combat polio. Surrounding Roosevelt's profile are the inscriptions "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the mint year, which in this case reads 1975 for standard circulation coins. Flipping to the reverse, we see Sinek's symbolic representation of strength and unity, the torch in the center flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right. Together, they represent peace, strength, and liberty, accompanied by the inscriptions United States of America, One Dime, and the Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. However, here's what makes the 1975 dime particularly fascinating. While millions of these dimes were minted for general circulation at both the Philadelphia No Mint Mark and Denver D Mints, there is a unique footnote in coinage history linked to this year. No dimes were struck with the 1975 S-Proof designation, as the U.S. Mint was preparing for the debut of the bicentennial designs on the quarter, half-dollar, and dollar coins for 1976. Instead, special proof sets skipped the 1975 date entirely, making bicentennial coins a highlight of that period. In terms of value, the 1975 dime in circulated condition is typically worth only its face value of 10 cents, as billions were minted. However, uncirculated examples, or those with high grades, especially certified by grading agencies like PCGS or NGC, can fetch modest premiums, typically ranging from $6,000 to $10,000, depending on condition. Coins with unique minting errors, such as off-center strikes or double dies, can be worth considerably more, making it worth examining your 1975 dimes closely. For collectors, the 1975 dime is not necessarily about rarity, but about history. It represents a time when the U.S. Mint was gearing up for the excitement of the nation's bicentennial celebrations. Owning a 1975 dime is like holding a small piece of a transitional era, a reminder of the enduring stability of America's coinage amidst a period of significant historical milestones. Next up, the 1977 USA One Dime, a coin that may seem ordinary but carries a rich legacy and plenty of interest for collectors and history buffs alike. This dime, like others in the Roosevelt Dime series, is a symbol of resilience and an essential part of American numismatic history. On the obverse, we see the timeless portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, designed by John R. Sinek and first introduced in 1946. Roosevelt's enduring legacy in founding the March of Dimes to combat polio earned him this place of honor on the dime. Surrounding his profile, we find the inscriptions "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the mint year, 1977, positioned neatly under his neck. The reverse continues the theme of strength, unity, and hope, featuring Sinek's iconic design of a torch flanked by an olive branch on the left, symbolizing peace, and an oak branch on the right, symbolizing strength. Above this design is the proud declaration of the coin's origin, United States of America, while below we see one dime and the Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. The 1977 dime was minted in large quantities, with coins struck at both the Philadelphia Mint, No Mint Mark, and the Denver Mint, D. The Philadelphia Mint produced 585,673,900 coins, while the Denver Mint struck an impressive 839,496,113 coins, making it far from rare in circulated condition. Additionally, the San Francisco Mint struck 3,251,152 proof coins, with the prestigious S Mint mark for collectors' proof sets. In terms of value, a circulated 1977 dime generally holds its face value of 10 cents due to its high mintage numbers. However, uncirculated examples in mint condition can be worth more, typically ranging from $1,000 to $3,000. If you're lucky enough to find a coin with a higher grade, such as MS-67 or MS-68, its value could climb to $5,000 or more, depending on demand. As always, errors and varieties, such as misaligned dies or double die obverses, can add significant value, so it's worth examining your coins closely. The composition of the 1977 dime is another interesting aspect for collectors. Like other dimes minted since 1965, it is composed of copper nickel clad, with an inner core of pure copper and an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This composition was introduced after the United States ceased producing dimes with silver content in response to rising silver prices. While the 1977 dime is not rare or highly valuable in most cases, it is a staple of U.S. coinage and a must-have for those completing a Roosevelt dime collection. It's a coin that tells the story of America's post-silver era and serves as a symbol of stability in the nation's monetary system. So, whether you're holding on to one for sentimental value or hunting for that perfect high-grade specimen, the 1977 dime is a small but important piece of history. Next up, the 2000 USA One Dime, a coin that continues the enduring legacy of the Roosevelt dime series while marking the dawn of a new millennium. This coin, though often overlooked due to its ubiquity, is a symbol of modern American coinage and a favorite among collectors seeking high-grade or error varieties. On the obverse, we see the classic profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, facing left. This design, created by John R. Sinek, was first introduced in 1946 as a tribute to Roosevelt's efforts in founding the March of Dimes, an organization aimed at combating polio. Around his profile are the inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the mint year 2000 positioned just below his neck. The design reflects simplicity, yet carries the weight of history and honor. The reverse of the dime continues with Sinek's iconic design of a torch in the center, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch on the left, representing peace, and an oak branch on the right, signifying strength and resilience. Surrounding this central design are the inscriptions "United States of America," "E pluribus unum," Latin for "out of many one," and "one dime," emphasizing the coin's identity and the unity of the nation. The 2000 dime was minted in large numbers at 3 facilities: the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, which produced 2,090,735,000 coins; the Denver Mint, D mint mark, with a mintage of 1,776,330,000 coins; the San Francisco Mint, S mint mark, which struck 3,082,572 proof coins exclusively for collectors. Given these high production numbers, the 2000 dime is not considered rare in circulated condition. However, for collectors, the value lies in its condition and potential errors. In circulated condition, the coin typically retains its face value of 10 cents. In mint state, particularly those graded MS 66 or higher, the coin's value can range between $3,000 and $6,000, depending on its luster and appeal. Proof versions with a mirror-like finish and no signs of wear are especially desirable, with values ranging from $2,500 to $5,000. Errors and varieties are always an exciting aspect of coin collecting, and the 2000 dime is no exception. Look out for coins with double dies, off-center strikes, or other minting anomalies, as these can significantly increase the value. Some error coins can fetch $50 or more, depending on their rarity and desirability among collectors. The composition of the 2000 dime is a copper-nickel clad, featuring an inner core of pure copper and an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This material has been standard for U.S. dimes since 1965, following the removal of silver due to rising costs. While the 2000 dime may not be a rare find in pocket change, it holds historical significance as a continuation of one of the most beloved series in American coinage. Whether you're searching for a flawless proof, a high-grade uncirculated coin, or an elusive error, this dime offers plenty of opportunities for collectors to expand their collections. So take a closer look at your coin jars or that loose change in your pocket. You might just discover a gleaming 2000 dime that connects you to a legacy of liberty, resilience, and unity. Happy collecting.